Today's topic is oil. Oil in India. This is one of the famous oil refinery in India which is located in Mumbai High. So there is a new policy, there is a policy change in India's oil exploration. That is, there is a shift towards open acreage licensing policy from the erstwhile policy. Now we are towards more discretion, more open exploration policy in search of oil. What is that we are going to discuss now? Open acreage license policy is the new license policy for the sake of oil exploration in India. The hydrocarbon exploration and licensing policy replacing the erstwhile new exploration license policy. Before that, what we have? New exploration license policy. We had new exploration license policy which is substituted by the new policy which is called as hydrocarbon exploration and license policy. Under this hydrocarbon exploration licensing policy, there is a focus for open acreage license policy. That means hydrocarbon exploration and license policy is also called as open acreage license policy. What is this license policy? How we are going to do exploration? These are all things we are going to discuss now. The hydrocarbon exploration and licensing policy replacing the erstwhile new exploration license policy. What is this new exploration licensing policy and hydrocarbon exploration licensing policy? I will be discussing now. Simple way I will explain, the same I will be repeating again. Erstwhile new exploration licensing policy, what it told means, the government will identify some oil blocks. So the government will go for auctioning of those oil blocks. So the explorer doesn't have any freedom with respect to choosing of oil blocks. What is decided by the government, those oil blocks will be auctioned by the government itself, and there is no chance for players, private players or other players in order to have exploration in that particular oil blocks. That is called as new exploration licensing policy. Whereas the current, now we changed and we entered into hydrocarbon exploration and licensing policy. This policy tells that now onwards government will not identify the oil blocks. Now onwards the explorer themselves will identify the oil blocks and they will ask the government, this is the oil block I want to choose, I want to do exploration. So please place auction for that particular block. I am ready to take this. In this way, the discretion is provided for the explorer, so that more exploration will be happening, more investments will be entering into the exploration. Why? Because we know we produce only 2% of oil and 98% of the oil we will be importing. So there is a necessity to produce more oil from our own indigenous land. For that, there is a need for user-friendly or investor-friendly licensing policy, and that particular user-friendly and investor-friendly licensing policy is open acreage license policy. What is that? We will be discussing now. The hydrocarbon exploration licensing policy replacing the erstwhile new exploration licensing policy was approved recently, and the open acreage licensing program along with the national data repository were launched as the key drivers to accelerate the exploration and production activities in India. So this is going to boost the exploration and production activities with respect to oil in India. Two things are there. One is open acreage licensing policy, another is national data repository. Open acreage licensing policy, a critical part of the hydrocarbon exploration and licensing policy, provides uniform licenses for exploration and production of all forms of hydrocarbons, enabling contractors to explore conventional as well as unconventional oil and gas resources. So this open acreage licensing policy will provide a chance, will provide a possibility for the explorers to choose the oil blocks, and after the choosing the oil blocks, they are able to auction, they are able to get the contract of those particular exploration oil fields, oil blocks. Fields are offered under a revenue sharing model. How these particular fields are offered, what is the money, what is the amount need to be paid is revenue sharing model, not profit sharing model, it is revenue sharing model. That means if by exploration we got oil, from the oil there will be revenue sharing will be going on, government as well as the players. Fields are offered under revenue sharing model and throw up marketing and pricing freedom for crude oil and natural gas producers. National Data Repository has been created to provide explorers data on the country's repositories, allowing them to choose fields according to their capabilities. If anybody are unable to explore themselves by their investment, then government will be making one data, National Data Repository. In that particular National Data Repository, wherever the oil is present, wherever the chance of availability of oil is there, those blocks will be placed, so that the investor will be choosing among those blocks and he will be auctioning. He will be going for getting the contract of those particular blocks. That is National Data Repository, which is part of hydrocarbon exploration licensing policy. Apart from open acreage licensing policy, other very important point is National Data Repository. The biggest advantage, it brings in place greater discretion or decision making power in the hands of the explorers and operators. So this addresses the major drawback of new hydrocarbon exploration licensing policy that used to leave the explorers with no choice but to bid for the blocks offered by the government. Are you understanding? They have no choice. What government offers on that particular government offered oil blocks only, they have to do auctioning. They have to get the contracts. So they doesn't have any option. They doesn't have any choice. The new policy tackled this by allowing the companies to apply for the areas they think are prospectives to invest in, and the central authority will put those areas for bids. This way the government has a good chance to attract investments by oil and gas company. This is very, very important point. Because of this, new hydrocarbon exploration licensing policy is very much inclusive in nature, very much investor friendly, where the company owner will be deciding that I want that particular block of oil where I have the chance, that where I have the confidence that there I will be getting the oil. So government will arrange an auction for that particular block. The government role will be nothing. There won't be any top to bottom. Government will not fix the oil blocks. The player themselves will choose the oil blocks and they will go for exploration if they get the licenses. That is inclusive in nature with respect to new hydrocarbon exploration licensing policy. The positives of open acreage licensing policy over earlier one, new exploration licensing policy, is what? By placing greater discretion in the hands of explorers and operators, the OALP attempts to address a major drawback in the NELP that forced energy explorers to bid for blocks chosen by the government. I told you. Earlier it is, the government will tell the blocks, I have to bid on that particular blocks only. I don't have any choice. Now, I had choice. I can decide my own oil blocks. I can go and bid on my own oil blocks. I will ask the government, please government arrange for a bid. I have confidence that their oil is going to get. So the government will arrange for a bid. In that particular bid, this company is going to participate. So that investor friendly, user friendly, explorer friendly. So the chance of getting more oil is more high. Companies can now apply for particular areas they think is attractive to invest in, because in the past the blocks chosen by the government often had only small fraction of hydrocarbon reserves. The track record is what government told, what government chosen doesn't have any oil. If they have oil, the proportionate of oil is very less. So in spite of giving the chance to the government, myself, I will think that, I will explore that, I will make a scientific study and I will gather the information that there might be oil. By offering companies the freedom to choose exactly the areas they want to explore and their size, the government has a better chance to woo serious energy investors. By this, the serious energy investors, the serious explorers will get a chance to invest in Indian oil. The government also introduced National Data Repository, which means it is envisaged as a centralized database of geological and hydrocarbon information that will be available to all. It will be placed in open domain. So everyone will know these are the places where oil is available. So if I choose, I can choose from the place where there is oil available. Total geological strata information will be provided with respect to availability of oil. That particular placing of oil availability in geology of India is called as National Data Repository. So concern is what? Another concern is whether India can attract enough investment To meet the government's objective of reducing oil imports by 10%, by 2022, we have 98% of oil imports. So our target is by 2022, it should reduce by 10%. That means it should come by 88%. If it need to come by 88% means either we need to produce oil or else we need to depend on renewable energy. These are the only two choices. So the best choice is what? Produce more oil. Why? Because renewable energy is very costly, since there are already proven reserves in other parts of the world. So this is the scenario. So we had a concern, we had a target that by 2020 we need to reduce by 10%. In order to reduce it by 10%, we need to have more exploration. In order to have more exploration, the investors should come forward. In order to woo the investors, I need to have a proper licensing policy. And this particular hydrocarbon exploration licensing policy is very good investor friendly licensing policy for the sake of exploration of oil. And there is a prelims question. Prelims question. Among the following, which are the statements correct for OALP? Discretion to choose oil blocks with explorer. Yes or no? I told you with the new licensing policy, discretion is with the oil explorer. I can choose my own oil block and I can ask the government, I want to take exploration on this particular part, please bid this particular part, and government will arrange for bidding of that particular part. So the explorer is having a chance, the explorer is having a discretionary power in order to choose the oil blocks. National data repositories will be formed. Yes, national data repositories form will, with respect to wherever the oil is present, the total list will be present, and with respect to the list I can choose. That is also there. There is a choice, either depend upon the national data repository or based upon my own scientific research I can choose my own oil blocks. Bidding will happen on government decided oil blocks. Yes or no? No. This bidding will happen on government decided oil blocks is the earlier one. New exploration licensing policy. But the question is what? Among the following, which are the statements correct for OALP? So answer is what? 1 and 2, and 3 is wrong. Such a type of questions are more expected. Prelims point of view, little bit complex questions. So my dear friends, practice such complex topics. Current affairs means I say about this type of current affairs they will ask in the examination, statement wise. So for further information you can mail me, and this is Telegram channel where everyday current affairs and MCQs and mains oriented with approach questions we are giving, and this is my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.